Hey, wow, you're listening to the Snickcast. It's the podcast that breaks down Nickelodeon's most iconic Saturday night lineups.
Come along as we discuss childhood favorites like All That, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and everything in between.
Oh, baby, and today we are traveling all the way back to Saturday, January 22nd, 1994.
Living life in a 90s dream. Yeah, Snick is on the TV, laughing with my best buddy. Yes, Snick, so right. Nickelodeon all night.
Here we are. January 22nd, 1994. And Anthony's dying in the back.
Oh,
It's
my God.
dying. He's so excited.
I'm over the moon. I love the 22nd of January.
You know, so many of my favorite things have happened on January 22nd. You know what the number one was?
What's that?
The box office. I got to tell you, it's a lot of the same. So this week, but fun stuff still.
Okay.
I mean, number one, we still got the Laugh Fest, Philadelphia.
This case is not just about AIDS, is it?
Number two, Mrs. Doubtfire, that real downer.
Daniel, hi.
Could you make me a woman?
Honey, I'm so happy.
And then number three, okay, this is our one new release, which actually this kind of shows that like Richard Gere was in a weird spot in his career. The movie Intersection.
There was a Piero della Francesca in a little church in Arezzo. Most beautiful thing in the world. I wanted to show it to her. I kept saying next year. Whatever you're gonna do, do it.
Four, those old guys just keep getting grumpier.
Italian girl. What do you say we go back to my place? I'll show you my cannelloni.
I'll just keep going through. Six, we got Pelican Brief.
You take my breath away.
Seven, Schindler's List.
You committed this crime.
No, sir.
But you know who, though?
Yes.
Who?
Eight, we're at the Tombstone.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
But I do have to say this. This is actually the saddest part to me that I just noticed. I think Clint is just completely out of it now. I don't see any Eastwood.
Whoa, this might be the
I
first
know,
time
man.
since we've recorded the podcast.
I know. I was like, did he like narrate something? Did he have like a cameo in any of these? He unfortunately does not make a cameo in the number 9 at the box office movie House Party 3.
First of all, you need to calm the fuck down and go gargle. Funky.
Man, my name is Stinky. Stinky, all right?
Well, stinky, funky, smell hella bad. It's all the same.
Clint Eastwood in that movie would have made it even better.
Well, he directed that, right?
he's like, I'm gonna win another Oscar with this one. But guess what? I'm gonna be positive this week. The Billboard Top 10, pretty fun. You know what's funner than Mariah Carey being at number 1?
What's that?
It's Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting being at 1 all together in a song called All for Love.
Let's make it all fun, all for love.
I mean, we still got Ace of Base at number 2 with The Sign. Number 3, All for One with I Swear.
And I swear, by the moon and the stars and the skies, I'll be there. I'll be there.
We got Celine Belton in it still with The Power of Love.
'Cause I'm your lady.
Mariah dropped all the way to number 5.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on.
I gotta say this. I wanted to point this one out. Number 6, Lisa Loeb with Stay, I Missed You.
And you say, I only hear what I want to. I don't listen hard. Don't pay attention to the distance that you're running. To anyone, anywhere. I don't
But
understand.
you know what? No one, not even Lisa Loeb, is as hot as Clarissa's good old aunt, Mafalda. Did I say her name
I
right?
think you did.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because we already talked about this episode. This is the return of Mafalda.
It's a
Mafalda. I want to go Mafalda, and then I go Mafalda.
I don't know why Mafalda sounds better to me.
It sounds cooler, I think.
It is. We're going to Mafalda back on that. This is a rare Clarissa rerun. We've only had a couple.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this is from 92. That's how old this episode is.
I think it was in our first season. You know that episode that you've already listened to and really loved.
Hit up those Snick archive, the Snickcast archives, and check it out.
It's definitely one of our top 30 episodes.
Yeah, according to Reddit, apparently. Well, Mafalda is a great one. She's a great. Some people would say Mafalda is the greatest feminist ever. All right, so we do get a new Roundhouse this week. So this episode is called Feminism, and it's all about mom discovers her feminist roots after being constantly put down. And I gotta say, Aunt, there's no two better people to be talking about feminism than me and you.
100% agree.
We're gonna get it all right. We're gonna say all the right things, and we're gonna just try not to get in trouble.
As the feminists that we are, I feel like this will be a breeze.
I was about to call myself Gloria Allbright, and then I'm like, wait, doesn't our boy Sidoni do a Gloria? No, he does a Gloria Steinem.
That's right. Yeah.
Impersonation in this one.
I will say, before doing the deep dive here, this episode really kind of seemed very ahead of its time. We're still very much dealing with these same issues, and
yes,
it's wild.
I was gonna say it's a great episode. I actually like how some of the episodes feel much louder. This one is a little bit softer. None of the dance numbers to me, and again, we're also watching on Roundhouse, the Roundhouse movement. So
on YouTube, which was recorded through an old VHS of sorts, it's distorted to say the least.
But the way it felt much more relaxed than some of the other episodes were a little bit more manic. I don't know. Did you even notice that?
I don't know that I noticed that.
Well, good.
Maybe it's the feminist touch on there, or maybe it was that they're settling into their third or fourth season and they're kind of all comfy with each other. But that's an interesting point.
Yeah, you know what I was also thinking about? How this episode comes, this is the third episode of this season, and I was reading online, this might have actually been the first episode that they filmed, doing the third one. So they had lost, like Crystal had gone.
Crystal Lewis gone. They do refer to a new cast member in this episode, so I could see how that would be true.
Yeah, so I think, also online, there's some debate about, is this the first episode of the season, or was Jealousy, which we did, actually week 1, but according to the Nick Wiki, this is week 3. So we're going with that. So pardon us if there's any ignorance on that part too.
What's the breakdown of the episode? What does it say on the interwebs?
It really says mom discovers her feminist roots after being constantly put down.
Oh,
that's all it says.
Okay.
But which is weird because I think like Mickey Duran, she's more the lead character to me.
The daughter, Sam.
Episode. Yeah, the daughter. Yeah. Do you do this too, or I don't even really listen to the fake names they give their characters unless they're funny in each episode. I'm just like, oh, there's Crane, there's Sidoni,
unless it's referred back to a few times, then I go, oh, I guess that's Sam. But yeah typically she assumed the daughter role. We learn early on at school that the daughter is wanting to be asked to the dance, but she kind of has like a tomboyish, tough side to her that maybe intimidates boys. Yeah. And that kind of frustrates her. Mom, as you said, is getting unfair treatment at work.
I do not think that's the main storyline. I think it's really weird that that's what they say is the main storyline on here. I don't know. I was going more with the high school stuff that was happening in it, and then the mom one kind of seemed like the B story. I don't know.
Yeah, it did feel like the mom storyline more like sewed it together. There seemed to be more to focus on school.
It did. Well, I did like at the beginning they did the phone line that girls can call.
555 whipped.
I did not write that word down, but yeah, that was. I thought that was really fun.
The girls can call in, and then what?
And then the guys essentially just compliment them, which I don't know. I thought it,
That could still
what
work.
age was it? Yeah. I mean, I guess in like middle school, and I feel like I was always complimenting girls. I kind of realized that was the key to finding me attractive. I'm really trying to verge on not saying like, be like, trying to get them to get with me. Like I'm trying like to be very like, I don't know. Now I'm tongue tied. This is crazy. I don't know why I got so nervous about this all of a sudden.
Which I think brings us to our next segment. They show an ad for Fry Willy.
I was going to ask you. I could not catch what the joke was for this one.
They
What
have
was it?
they start playing that famous Michael Jackson song from Free Willy, and then they're advertising this giant fillet, and I guess this giant fish flops over into this huge skillet, and they're frying Willy. That was what I got from it.
I don't. That sketch probably would not be done today. That's actually they
No,
probably
I don't
wouldn't.
think so. But
Yeah.
the wordplay was fun. Then we get mom in the house complaining to dad that she's getting overlooked at work, and she does just as much, if not more, than the men, and it's not fair. And then an
Yeah.
ad for equal
Equality.
equality. Yeah.
Equality. Yeah. And
Um,
at the same dad's also watching just like really sexist, like
100%.
but she's like just like bikini babe show, insert all those versions of stuff.
And mom kind of gets
middle
on
day
to him
trash.
about that, and about how men, and if the men weren't watching these things, they wouldn't be on the air. And dad's like, well, then good for us for giving these people jobs. And
Yeah, yeah. Well, but mom lost a business account to a man, and she thinks it's because of sexism. That's like
that's right.
her big thing is that because at first I was like, oh, did she lose a promotion? And it was like, no, she lost a big account apparently, and she thought it was because of sexism.
Which, by all means, it seemed like that was the case.
And then the son comes in. I gotta ask you, would you have had a subscription to Sissy magazine?
I probably bought an issue of Sissy magazine and didn't even know it.
I'm about to say, I think every magazine I read back then was probably to girls Sissy magazine. So
Yeah, I really liked that because the dad gives it to him, and a little card falls out, which are usually one of those little cologne samples. I really
Yeah.
like that he was like, "Oh, what's this?" And the dad says, "Hey, it looks like a cologne sample in the intro to the next sketch."
I didn't catch that. That's
I just thought that was really clever, and David Crane's really great at it. There was a Weather Channel the movie ad that I thought was really great because they had all these really big stars that were gonna play the Earth and all the other elements of
like weather, like the
yeah, like the tides pulling and the nor'easters, and they had, like, Denzel was supposed to play some big storm, and I don't know, they had a lot of really good.
Do you remember the Weather Channel as a kid? Do you remember, like, did your parents ever have that on in the background? Just kind of that
They did, and I
sad.
never got it, and I couldn't understand it until I had to go on a trip and was like, "Oh, okay. You're just trying to get ahead of this," but it was very sad the whole time, just this
Yeah.
loop music, and
I found it on YouTube recently, and I actually turned it on. I was like, I'm gonna see how long I can watch it. It's almost unbearable. Like I just it's like
you did
I
not do a
couldn't do it.
6-hour marathon then.
No, I did not brew marathon it. And I was able to find like my region and everything like that, and like watch like an actual someone recorded the Weather Channel from the 90s and has it on YouTube.
Well, that's insane to me as is.
But see, there's yeah, I really worry about that person. Listen, I think one thing I do want to point out I had in my notes is just even though this is a very, female heavy episode, Sidoni is doing maybe some of the most character work I've ever seen him do.
Because
They really put on a Sidoni showcase.
he's the guy that Sam wants to ask him to the dance, correct?
Yes, you're right. You're correct. I was thinking. I was trying to remember who else would it have been. But yeah, Sidoni, because Sidoni does like the Michael Bolton.
That was the next thing I was going to point out was the
With
Michael
with the
Bolton wuss cologne.
cologne. Yeah,
Was
he did that.
really
I think
great.
he's the one who does the Gloria Steinem. He does.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a few. It's just funny because he's also the beefiest of all of them.
Yeah.
Doing some of these characters.
The Michael Bolton was really great, and he had this like heartfelt guys this day and age can be sensitive too. And I would say next time though, our gal mom was really like she got to do a lot of different things here. She definitely has an outburst and claims that she's a feminist, and that sends dad kind of into a tissy.
I gotta say, this is maybe the least I've liked Dad in any episode. I was like,
right, yeah.
You know, sometimes you just don't want to know the views of the adults that you knew as kids. Like, and I was like, oh, actually, I don't want to know what he actually thought about the world. Yeah.
Yeah. They had an ad for Fem&M's, which I thought was very
That was
fun.
good. Well, because it was melting in their hands or whatever.
Yeah.
And didn't they say it was about their nails? I can't remember, you know.
Without making it sound like a stereotypical dude. No, after Fem&M, they went back to MTV, and they had Curtain Rod Stewart came on.
Did he do Curtain Rod too?
I think you're right. So he might have done that one as well. Then they had what we get to see a couple times is I don't know how well you remember the Energizer Bunny commercials, where the bunny just keeps going and going. Well, Mom was the feminizer bunny, so to speak, and she's storming around and she's lighting bras on fire and getting everybody amped up.
It's kind of reliving the 60s, because the 60s feminist movement, I think, had a lot more bra burning and stuff like that.
Yeah. So she kind of covered all the eras here, but yeah. They had an ad for Burt Reynolds rap, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
It was this big rap, and they essentially said, because he's only young for a moment, but he's old for a very long time. And, you know.
Now, listen, I think the thing that I was most intrigued with, another commercial that they did, was a pill that gives men cramps of their own.
Oh, yeah,
crampons. Crampons.
Yeah.
I think every woman would want to be able to give us guys this. It's kind of like the one about like birthing a child. They're like, I would love to make my husband just feel that one time. You know,
honestly, I feel like as men, we should have to go through it at least once.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rite of passage. It's like, you know, oh, you want to be with me? You need to take a pack of crampons.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm grateful that I've never had to go through it. It seems like it's completely miserable. And
I'd cry. I'd be a baby.
Do not envy that. I don't know how you women are strong enough to deal with it at all. I support crampons as being a thing. Pills that make males suffer through that time.
I wouldn't. You know what I wouldn't like about it though is I think some people get sneaky about giving them to us just so like to make us just feel it
in a roofie way,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, you get roofied with a crampon.
Yeah, that's that would be rough. Well, from there they have Scuzz, the game show, where that's essentially girls went out on dates with guys, and they kind of have to guess which guy did this horrible thing.
Oh yeah, and then every one of them.
Yeah,
did
all
something
the guys
horrible.
were horrible. It's pretty obvious.
We get it. We're losers. We're
losers. Yeah. They did a good job with it. From there, though, we finally get Sidoni, I guess, is cornered and asks Sam to the dance.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to tell all of her girlfriends, and her mom's there. She says, Mom, what are you doing here? And the mom says, I came here to hear the new girl sing. And then they went into this song from the new cast member.
Yes. Yeah, because that girl, she really let it. She was really good.
I mean, if having to replace Crystal Lewis's spot is some big shoes to fill, but she did.
Was that Jennifer? Was that Jennifer who did it?
Jennifer, the new cast member, brought the house down.
We get some fun stuff with Mom after.
Oh my God, this was so great. Sam runs to tell her dad. Dad, Mark asked me to dance, and Dad is it a giant paper clip? Like his mouth is clipped shut.
Yep, he's sealed shut.
And he like mumbles something, and her daughter's like, what did you say? And the mom turns around in the kick-ass couch and goes, he said, reprise the theme song and roll the credits.
Keep watching. There's more Snick coming up next.
This episode of Snickcast is sponsored by Spin Fighters from Bandai.
Fastest spinning action you'll ever see. Crank them up and launch them into battle. So much action, your head will spin. Now collect World Wrestling Federation Spin Fighters. Pit your favorite champs against each other in a fight to the finish. Only one can win. Collect them. Trade them. You can even wear them. Spin Fighters Fighters from Bandai. And look for your favorite Street Fighter characters too.
Oh, and now back to the Snickcast.
Ren and Stimpy, the first episode was called Circus Midgets, and the second one was No Pants Day. No Pants Today. And believe it or not, both of these are banned on Paramount Plus, or most, I don't think you can even get the DVDs of it anymore. So
wild. It's also crazy that the Nick execs who threw out this lineup for the night were like, yeah, let's go with the Roundhouse episode about feminism, and then we're going to follow that up with Ren and Stimpy, Circus Midget, and No Pants Today.
And No Pants Today. So Circus Midgets, I think it's banned probably just based on what the title was.
Yeah, you can't say circus just freely anymore these days. It is not PC, man.
You're right. And then I thought No Pants Day, to be transparent there, No Pants Day, I thought it was today. I keep on saying No Pants Day, No Pants Today, because every day is a No Pants Day for me. But No Pants Today, I thought the title maybe explained that one. But no, apparently there's some sort of domestic violence in there.
Oh my God. I was going to say they never wear pants, really.
Exactly. Like the make a big deal. But yeah, apparently that's why this one's banned, is because it deals with domestic violence. And that's according to IMDb.
Wow.
So,
and great choices to follow the Roundhouse episode of feminism.
I know. It makes me go wonder, though, like, were they making a statement with this one?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, so I think it's just best if we just get out of here without saying anything else, because I feel like we might be watched. We might be in the Watcher Woods. This is exciting. This is truly exciting. If I'm blowing out the mic, I'm blowing out the mic for this. I get excited when we just get a new cast member.
Oh, we've been waiting for this. They've been alluding to it for weeks now. We start Archie for the Dark at the campfire. A new person got a bag over their head.
We think it's kind of a boy. They kind of are making it out like it's a boy.
It's Sam for weeks now. And the Sam we know usually climbs up the window to Clarissa's house, and we're expecting that.
Yeah.
Everyone shows up, they remove the bag from Sam's head, and lo and behold, that's not a guy.
No, it's actually, if I was a young boy, a very beautiful girl named Sam.
Yeah.
So,
and much like the boys in that cast, Frank especially chimes up and it's like, well, hello, my name is Frank.
He was, but I will say, Gary Egon Weatherman was a little flummoxed. He was not going to be able to tell you the weather that night, if you know what I mean.
There's a hurricane, but he had a different tactic. But Sam, new cast member, denies Frank pretty quickly.
She's too cool for him. Too cool for probably all these guys. I got to say, so this is the only time a new cast member is introduced, not in a season opener. So we'll never see this happen again.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess I broke the lead. She does not get a rock over her head and thrown into the fire at the end of this episode. And then she's also, this young girl, I know her very well. She is a star to me. A star in my house, I should say. Because at my house, we watch a show that she's on when she was older. And it's a little show called Reba. I think we should play the music to the opening of Reba.
You mean this song?
Stops with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
This is so good. I love this. I love the opening song to Reba. So Reba is like one of those shows that is like the soundtrack to just hanging out around the house. And she is Reba's oldest daughter on that show. So she works well beyond. Like she does that show for like 8 seasons.
So replacing knockoff Alicia Silverstone with Reba's child.
But anyways, let's get to the actual story she's going to tell, which is The Tale of Watcher's Woods. And the synopsis is Sarah and Kelly learn they should never enter the Watcher's Woods, the scary section occupied by the ghosts of 3 old hags and an evil watcher. Thanks a lot, synopsis.
Wow.
Just doing
3
our
old
work
hags.
for it.
Oh, and refresher, if you didn't remember or didn't realize, Sam, first time here, has to tell a story, part of the initiation to get into the Midnight Society. You either tell a good story, you're welcomed in, or you fail, rock to the back of the head.
You're out of here.
we already kind of know what happens, but that's what's happening. Sam has to tell the story. And,
and Kiki brought her. Kiki's the one who brought her.
Kiki's the one. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. She's Kiki's friend or acquaintance.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know, this was an interesting one. It starts off much like
I might have put a rock to the back of the head with this one. I'm not gonna lie. This one was
there's a few rocks that are unturned and a few that maybe should have been turned.
I dare say both child actors and adult actors annoyed me equally in this episode.
Oh well, let's break it down, man. I'm not far off on there with you.
So first off, I did notice DJ McHale taking a little bit more of a backseat. He did not direct this episode, and he co-wrote this episode.
Interesting.
So I don't know if it's him taking a backseat or he just like some episodes he wasn't doing as much.
It did not feel like his direction, if I may. And there was a lack of fog in this episode that bothered me.
Yeah, a lack of fog and tons of places for fog.
Oh my
we're
God,
hanging out
so much.
Yeah, we're at like a summer camp, kind of like a Girl Scouts summer camp, a 2-week summer camp.
Yeah,
and that's where
our girl Sarah.
Our lead character Sarah.
It's her first time at Camp Grindlestone.
Yeah, she's kind of a type A personality.
She's like she's a bit of a goody two shoes. We're gonna learn.
Very goody two shoes.
She's loaded up her
all
schedule.
The badges.
Yeah. She's loaded up her
gets all
schedule. She doesn't have time for friends. She's gonna be raking in some badges, and she has what is by other genres would call it a meet cute, but she has a run in with who we come to find out is a popular old time camper, Kelly. Knocks over her
disheveled, her bags all messy, everything like that. And I gotta say, Kelly played by someone that we probably watched a lot also as kids.
Who was Kelly?
Kelly was also the girl who plays Kelly. I'm gonna ruin her last name. Jewel Stati.
Oh yeah.
She was on the show Flash Forward. That ran for a few seasons. Because the minute I saw her, I was like, she looks like a younger version of someone else I've seen before. And I looked it up. Yeah.
Wow.
It was her.
Crazy.
So
well, flash forward back to the story. She is she is kind of a bitch.
Well, and you know what's so funny though is at first the way they start the story, I'm like, oh, these are gonna be like 2 unlikely friends. But like I did not get at first that she was gonna be mean. She was just gonna be kind of like airhead a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, then it instantly switches to her just being a-hole to poor Sarah.
Sarah, first time here, they're in the cabin, and Kelly is reading off these badges from a Girl Scout vest to her friends. They're having a good giggle. And Sarah kind of comes up and says, "Has anyone seen my vest?" And we find out, she's instantly getting picked on. Well, we quickly see that there's a shadow box plaque up against the wall that says, "Never enter Watcher's Woods." And I was just like, okay, they're just going to give it to us right at the gate.
Yeah, and there's inside of this is like pictures of 3 girls from like the 1910s.
Yep.
With like, they're like old portraits and then little whistles. Like
dangling. They're actual whistles that are almost like trophies.
Because they forgot to take their whistles out there, right?
Well, as we learn, because Kelly ends up telling the tale of the Watcher's Woods. And it just so happens that tomorrow is the 75th year since these 3 girls went missing.
I did laugh out loud. She's like, and as a matter of fact, tomorrow is the 75th anniversary. It's one of those things that only works in a kid's show like this, where they say 100%. Something like that. You're like, because as a kid, I'd be like, oh, wow, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Because it reminds me of always when like someone would try to scare you and they'd be like, and it was at this exact place that it happened, I'd be like, well, if you thought about it as an adult, you'd be like, wait a second, this
exact hour.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, it was kind of that. The one thing I liked about the myth of Watcher's Woods that I think would still work in horror films or other films is that the woods themselves kind of move and travel. So there's never really a
Yes.
specific area that the Watcher's Woods are. It's all encompassing. It changes, which can be kind of terrifying if you're not very good with a compass or how to maneuver in the woods. That's gonna be nothing for Sarah, who has a badge in it already.
Multiple. So then was the next day people all have to get teamed up to do like a
This is what I couldn't understand. Yeah, all the girls in the camp are teamed up, and the head counselor, who we never see a head of, it's almost Charlie Brown style.
Yeah, it's very Charlie Brown-esque. Yeah.
It's not the wah wah wah, but you only see an arm and a leg, and they're giving direction to the kids. They pair up 2 girls every 2 to go have an overnight by themselves out in the woods. I don't know.
Yeah. If I was a parent, my kid would not be going.
There's a lot of waivers that maybe had to be signed for this because that's not happening. And maybe it was
No
this
way.
it was the early 90s that something like this happened that they shut it down, but this just would not exist anymore.
No way.
Well, lo and behold, Kelly and Sarah are paired together. Wouldn't you know it? And,
Yep, they get paired.
Kelly is thrilled about it. She is so thrilled.
I want to say, Kelly, there's a reason your friends didn't get you, or she didn't get the pick being paired up, did she?
No, I think this was at
It was a
random,
forced.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we learn how much of a badass Kelly is out of the gate as she goes to smoke a cigarette, which I think was really strange.
This is the only time a kid on a Nickelodeon show ever even mentioned lighting a cigarette.
Wow. I would believe that. It came out of nowhere. I was like, whoa.
And it did not make her more badass. I do actually have to say that.
Yeah,
I was like, this child is gonna smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
No, and they were like unfiltered.
yeah, they were like, yeah, she's like, I like my Marlboros just like John Wayne. Yeah. No filters for me.
Well, yeah, Sarah is like, whoa, what are you doing? You can't smoke. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, of course she's gonna say that. And not that you shouldn't smoke, it's bad for you. It's like, you can't smoke because it'll start a forest fire.
I'm like, were kids just smoking much more around each other than I remember?
I mean, Smokey the Bear had to tell us for various reasons. I'm assuming that's one of them. Well, this is when
watch those fucking forest fires.
we're really blown into like, she's like, she is a straight-laced goody two-shoes. Kelly gets an idea of like, let's get rid of this chick. She's like, hey, you want to go see? You want to
It's
go?
pretty much what she does.
You want to go see a peasant's? You want to go see a pheasant's nest? Obviously, Sarah wants to do that so she can get another badge for spotting some rare bird. She sends her in this little bush, and she takes off. She leaves Sarah there, takes her bag as well. So she frolics away with all of her bags and stuff, and
just completely messed up. I just can't believe she did that.
When you're 2 girls under the age of 12 camping out in the woods by yourself, you think you got to stick with the person no matter how bad they are.
That just seems extremely dangerous. That's like, I mean, like,
it's not a good idea. But she knows the woods, as she said earlier. I know these woods.
I know these.
Well,
but we'll see if you do.
She makes a turn and then looks up and then brings out her compass, and it doesn't seem to be working. And all of a sudden, she doesn't know these woods after all.
Yeah, it's like the Blair Witch. It's like those Blair Witch woods. Just compass going everywhere.
They keep moving on you. The Watcher's Woods move on you.
I have so many questions. When we get to this Watcher stuff, I got so many questions.
Well, and nighttime is upon us. Sarah is now by herself wandering, and we get what is a horrifying voice that calls out her name. And I was like, oh, wow, this is great. And then we turn around, and there's a face that appears in a tree. We go to learn that this is the Watcher.
Yeah.
It's just...
This is really maybe like we don't see the Watcher that much. I was actually kind of like, oh, this is going to be cool.
Yeah.
I was like, this Watcher, like in the tree.
It was mildly creepy, kinda has, like, a veiny
Yes!
stick twig, like, pieces of his face, not quite full Vecna, but there were pieces of it in there.
Oh, I like that, yeah. Yeah, very Vecna, like, Vecna with a human face.
Yeah. In the tree
And so
saying
yeah, so I
Sarah's
thought
name.
I know. So I thought this was gonna be, like, the big thing, but then we catch up with Kelly,
And there's a green light through some bushes, and she's gonna go check them out.
and she sees a goat head on a stick.
Is that what it was? I know some kind of head on a stick.
Yeah, she goes through goes sort of like, there's a goat head on a stick, a skinned goat head on a stick.
Yeah, skinned.
And then as she walks by it, it turns and follows her as she does it.
It was fairly creepy. The whole campsite she's upon is very, very creepy. Well, she steps on the wrong place and a net scoops her up, and we get the aged Hocus Pocus cast comes out and
This is the community theater version of Hocus Pocus, like, apparently.
these ladies come over there and they have a little chat with Kelly. They happen to be 75 years older than when they last left the woods, and they happen to be the little girls in the story we heard at the beginning of this tale, looking for their whistle still.
This part is just, this is where it lost me, because I was like, oh, I thought we were going to talk about the Watcher, and then we just go into
They want the
then it's
whistle.
essentially just
They strap
the
her
witch
down,
story.
they throw an X on her, and they put a bow and arrow to her and threaten to shoot her, and then they end up shooting her.
And it flies right through her, though.
Yeah. That didn't seem to alarm them. They seemed to expect that to be what was gonna happen.
Have they told us now? I mean, that was actually a pretty good effect, but have they told us at the point that these are ghosts?
No, I don't think we've learned this. One can only assume. I guess that's what happened with the arrow. Wow, let's look at me.
Yeah,
catching up
because
late.
also, like, I was just like, okay, so this is where I get into trouble with it. Is they're ghosts. Certain things can't hurt the girls, but then other times we're like, oh, but they could kill them right now if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Just makes so little sense. The concept of them being ghosts, but then also we have the Watcher out there.
Yeah, and so wait, yeah, that's right. The arrow goes through her ghost style. I get that. Kelly convinces them to let her go back to camp to get the whistles. They let her free, and then they like psych, and then a cage falls down and traps her. And that's not fake.
Yeah,
that's real.
Exactly.
And then they bring a bucket of real mice and put them in the cage with her because she's terrified of mice, which she called rats.
And I gotta say this: none of this has to do with the woods, the
Watcher
woods
or
watcher.
the woods. It's just these old women that got lost. I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's a classic convoluted situation we got here.
So we figure out pretty quickly that, I mean, kind of not to start move things along, but like we start realizing that these are the witches are actually the three girls who disappeared in the woods.
Correct.
And they need their whistle back. They need their whistles for some reason.
Yeah.
To free their spirits or something. We don't know.
Yeah, but they still need them, I guess, to not be lost anymore, which at this point, if you're a ghost, I don't know why you would care to be lost or not.
Exactly.
Sarah shows up. She gets caught by them as well. She gets convinced that she can bring these whistles back in time. They'll let Kelly go. We'll be free. They're like, whatever, fine. We don't believe you, kid. We're the Hocus Pocus girls. Then they get what I think would be pretty scary watching at the time. As Sarah's running back to the woods, you hear the scary Sarah. And the skeleton head pops up from the ground in this huge body. And
this was pretty
kind
cool.
of scary. Yeah.
Anytime the Watcher sort of stuff comes about, I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting what they're doing right here.
Yeah.
And then immediately we have to go back to those.
Well, the
witches.
The head of the skeleton morphs into the Watcher again, and Sarah has a lighter she stole from Kelly because she didn't want her to smoke, and she threatens the Watcher with this lighter. The Watcher's like, "You can't hurt me," and she goes, "Yeah, you're right, but I could burn down this whole woods." And then Smokey the Bear comes out and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
Whoa.
What have we said about this?
Now, that would actually be so cool if Smokey just showed up. Actually, has there ever been a horror film where Smokey the Bear
comes out and just goes, "Time out, boys and girls." I thought we covered this.
I'm just also just thinking Smokey just killing people who are trying to light fires in the woods.
I would love that. They
actually,
did make these like Winnie the Pooh horror films recently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, maybe we should cut this part because we might have an idea right here.
And DJ, if you're listening, we think we can do better.
Yeah. DJ, we got a brand new episode ready for you.
Time out, boys.
This time, Sarah and Kelly are the witches.
And Smokey is back for a vengeance. Well, she runs back, gets the whistles, comes back. She trips and falls. Two of them, of the three, spill out to the Hocus Pocus lady's feet. A third one goes in the mice bucket. And all of a sudden, this ghost guillotine pulls out, and Sarah's about to get her head chopped off. And I guess that would be for real and not a ghost thing. This is
what I'm saying. There's just so many things that don't make sense. And they're stuck in the woods because did the woods watcher keep them in the woods? Like this.
Also worth noting, the last we talked about the watcher was the last we see or hear from him.
That's what I was gonna say. He never comes. So like I'm kind of I say he just never comes back. But I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, so wait a second. It was kind of going. Oh, so what we're gonna have is the woods watcher traps all these people out there, and then they can't get out. No, it's not even that anymore. These girls just honestly just got lost in the woods, and it's magical woods, so they can't leave.
That's it.
Apparently, without whistles.
It is as if they had a whole nother hour that just was cut for time where we got into that, but they instead were like, forget it. Kelly has to be brave and reach into the mice bucket to get the key because she's scared of them, and that helps. She gets that out. Sarah doesn't get her head chopped off by a ghost guillotine. The old ladies blow the whistles. They blow the whistles in unison, and they vanish. The creepy campsite they're at vanishes. The green vanishes.
Everything.
And now we're all of a sudden, it's next morning. Kelly and Sarah are old chummy together.
Pals.
They're good old buds.
Imagine they're just smoking 2 cigarettes, just walking.
Amazing.
Actually, that would have made the best. These two just smoking cigarettes as they walk down. Like that would have been a cool action moment.
That would have been amazing.
And then they've forgiven everything else.
We see them slow-mo walking away, and they flick their cigarette, and then Smokey pops in and goes, "No."
Yeah.
Roll credits. No, but instead they're walking the road, and then this 1920s vehicle drives up.
Yeah.
Not a question mark. It's happening. And in the back of the 1920s truck is three little girls
just with whistles. Like they're just like, check out the whistles.
Crawling along. And then after that, the rest of the girls' camp comes out from the woods. To me, I couldn't tell. Could they see the car, or was this just?
No, I think that's the thing. I think it was like what was our taxi cab from the first season? I think it just disappears.
It's one of those. Okay.
It's one of it's just like those girls. It doesn't make any sense.
Boom. And then we're back at the Midnight Society, and Sam now has to have her story put to a vote. And based off of how you and I are describing, this new bitch would get a rock to the back of the head. And
That's what I'm saying.
Back.
Feminism doesn't count here, okay? It's all equal. Is the story good or not? It was not good, but
there is
Frank
a
and
lot
Gary,
of plot holes here.
First off, it's Kiki's friend. Gary and Frank are enamored with her, and then little brother Tucker is just like, I'm just new here.
Yeah.
I'm in.
He doesn't want to be the new guy anymore, so he's fine with it. They take a vote, and
Betty Ann's just like, I'm with whatever.
I go with the crowd. Well, sure enough, the votes all went Sam's way. We've got a new member of the Midnight Society.
Yeah,
and a confused storyline about what happened to the Watcher in the woods.
I'm very excited for Sam's next story and more appearances and everything like that. But man, unfortunately, this was just not one that I was into.
You and I should start ranking these episodes. Is it a rock to the back of the head, or does it make it to the Midnight Circle?
Oh, I like this. Yes. So definitely in terms of an episode. Sam's gonna be around. Sam's for another 37 episodes.
Yeah,
I can see it. She's
I know
around.
that, but if we're talking just strictly story, I think you and I are getting a small boulder apiece, and bam.
I'm about to say this is probably one of my least favorite. This is probably in my top 5 lowest interesting ones.
Ooh,
so
hot take from the cow.
Hot take. Hey, and check it out on the radio. Wow.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Do you think Sam's going to make the playoffs? Find out next week. Yeah. Anyways, that didn't make any sense what I just said. So this episode just made what I just said makes as much sense as all of this.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
you know what? I think it's time for us to get out of the woods and let's get into your questions.
Tune in every week. Got a question, gotta speak. Nickelodeon on the line. Let's chat. It's podcast time.
Wow.
All right. So, dude, I know you found something sweet for us. I mean,
And-
you know.
Listen, you listeners are fantastic. We thank you for writing in. Instagram has been popping off at Snickcast on the gram. And, you know, I just did a scroll the dice, if you will. Scrolled, pointed,
Ooh.
picked one, and I said, hey, let's go with that. So, someone by the handle at Holly Jolly Clark 16 says, what Snick character would be the most annoying roommate, and what disaster would happen first?
Oh my gosh, most annoying roommate?
Yeah.
See, that's weird. So we do disaster. That's the hard part. Okay, so disaster. If we think about the disaster one, so it's what are we talking about?
Well,
they
who's
just cause a mess?
annoying roommate? And we'll start with that.
Oh, I mean, there's a number one for me.
Who's that?
That's our dear buddy Eric from the first two seasons. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
R.I.P. What would
R.I.P. to
what
Eric.
would be the disaster that would happen first from him?
I would kill him. It's so annoying. I don't know. Tucker might take the cake. Tucker's off to start to. I'm so down on Are You Afraid of the Dark after with this episode. So, but I do love it. I love it.
So Eric would be yours, and the disaster
Eric
would
would
be
be good.
that he just continued to be a snooty little brat and tell you,
Yeah.
you know, half-brain stories.
Well, but you know what? Let me do someone from this year's lineup. That'd be probably a better thing to do.
Yeah, we'll go this season's lineup.
I'm trying to think of you know what? Actually, Sam's dad might annoy
Okay,
me.
interesting.
I think you're gonna say he's.
I was gonna
love
say
it.
Sam's mom.
Oh, we just do not like either of them.
I mean, I like them as characters, but if I was to be a roommate with either of them, I don't know that I could handle it.
I mean, Dad sleeps standing up. I mean, I like Chinese food as much as the next person, but he orders it every day for lunch.
Yeah, well,
no way.
I know what that disaster is going to be for you then. I mean, it's kind of you know, Sam's mom fun to watch, but to live with that just tornado Tasmanian devil, I think that I would be fried.
Oh my gosh, I totally agree.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a great question at Holly.
That's
Jolly
so funny
Clark
that
16.
I do love that just Sam's parents, they're non-starters. We just don't like them both.
That's
So,
it.
in that way, I wouldn't want to live with them.
Yeah, correct.
I definitely
watch all day, can live with.
Yeah, I'd watch a game with with his dad, and then leave immediately. Well, so what I have for us is not really a question.
Okay.
I don't know if you were aware of this, but have you heard of the new hit show, Heated Rivalry?
I've heard of this show.
Do you know anything about this show whatsoever?
Is it about rivals that are heated?
You're on to something. It is a new show that's on HBO Max about two hockey players, considered two of the best in like a fake NHL league, and they become gay lovers. And it is from a book series that I guess is very popular with mothers and, you know, gay men. Well, it's from a Canadian television network, but it's been now on HBO Max and it's been #1 for a while. Do you know who the creator of this show is?
Okay, are you gonna tell me this is DJ McHale's next?
No, but you're in the right world. You're in the right world. As a matter of fact, I did not know this consciously. I mean, I knew that I was going to ask you about this, but this person, we just talked about this person a couple minutes ago.
Oh, Smokey the Bear.
Does the name Jacob Tyranny mean anything to you?
Jacob Tyranny. Who is Jacob Tyranny?
He might have been, if there's one person I said before, Sam's parents, I could not have stayed with.
Oh, no way.
It would be Eric.
Whoa.
Eric is the creator and showrunner of this show. The #1 show on HBO Max right now, Heated Rivalry, a Canadian-based program. Yeah, he is the showrunner. And he writes and directs almost every episode of it. I've watched all 6 because my wife binged it, and so I was around with her.
And is it good? Is he less annoying? What's the status?
He's not on it. You don't see him.
Yeah, but I'm assuming we get his like voice.
You know what? I hate to say it. Take away all the spicy. There's a lot of sexual. I mean, it's known because it's very graphic sexually, the show. But it's also, the story kind of works. And he makes it work. I mean, it's already got renewed for a 2nd season.
How about that? Little Eric made his way.
He was so annoying to me, but I got to tell you, he made a heck of a program. I know from one, my wife thoroughly enjoys what he's created. Moving on up, dude.
Hats off to him. So no rock to the back of the head on his new series.
No, definitely not. Actually, I dare say most people would probably say better show than Are You Afraid of the Dark, which is crazy to say in terms of
that's blasphemous in our world, but yeah.
Well, I'm about to say DJ probably is watching it going, fuck. He's just like, I told that kid he'd be nothing. Actually, he probably did. Probably why Eric left, but who knows? Anyway, so I just thought that was amazing. I saw that and I could not believe it.
That is wild. What a great piece of trivia.
Yeah, onwards and upwards for our kids. So I think it's time for me and you to get a little heated and let's get out of here.
Ooh, baby, let's
hit the showers. Let's go.